What's up? Happy Monday, April 4th. Rachel, you don't need to cover your camera. You look beautiful on there. Thank you guys so much for hopping on today's call. My name is Adam Peterson, hosts these calls for you guys every Monday at noon. So appreciate you guys hopping on. Today we have some great stuff for you. Wanted to go over the SDDN, same device, different network, big upgrade event extension, and of course our April priorities. So before I jump into things, can you guys hear me okay, and can you see my screen?
We've got you. Yes, we've got you.
Uh-oh, I'm not getting a response. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you see my screen?
We've got you. Can you hear us?
How about now? Doing a quick mic check. Can you guys hear me okay? And can you see my screen?
Yes, we've got you.
Make sure my speakers are up. You hear me? And you can see my screen?
Yes.
And you're in there. I finally got an answer. Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Were you able to hear my awesome jams coming in? Did you hear the Dua Lipa and Elton John?
Yes, we did.
Okay, good, good. Wanted to set that right tone. So perfect, guys. So again, thanks so much for hopping on. We're going to go over the SDDN Big Upgrade Event Extension. So congratulations to you and our customers, and of course, our April priorities. So let's start with our priorities. Now, officially, they haven't rolled out what the official boost priorities are for April, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be the same three we've been focusing on all year, right? So the CDMA migrations, still going to be number one. That's the main topic of this call. And why is this so important? Well, as of last week, we still had about 6 to 7% of our customers on the old yellow SIM card network. So you may think, oh, 6 to 7%, that sounds low. No, that's a huge number. If you think of 6 to 7 out of every 100 customers in your door might be without service, you multiply that by all doors across the country, that number really adds up. So still a lot of low-hanging fruit out there for you guys to make that cash money on, right? So we need to continue to focus in on this. We need to continue to drive our small dial calls. And there's a reason why T-Mobile, who also has customers on that Sprint network, decided that push that deadline back, kind of kick the can down the road, because as it would have been really bad for us, it really would have been really bad for them as well. So thank goodness we got a little bit of a reprieve there, and we do have a little bit more time for those customers to switch over. Priority number 2, still BTN, the Black SIM Card Network, the Boost Transform Network, or the AT&T network, so many acronyms, right, is still huge. If you have a phone that's can be activated on the orange or black SIM card network.
Hello.
Yep. We can hear you. If you guys have any questions, feel free to interrupt me at any time. Otherwise, please go on mute unless you have a question. So priority number 2 is obviously those BTN activations, still very important. And once we get the CDMA migrations behind it, I think you're going to see even a bigger focus on that. I know we've been so solely laser focused on these CDMA migrations right now, which makes sense because, again, we still got a lot of customers on there. And then priority number 3, which really I should say 2A, because I think it's just as big as the BTN network, is ACP. I haven't seen dealers in the field adapting to the ACP phone program the way that I feel they should, where the opportunity lies, where you guys can be crushing it, where you can be selling, instead of 1 line for 50, 2 lines for 50. I'm not seeing enough of it, right? So priority number 3 is definitely ACP. So before I jump in to the whole extension for our big upgrade event, let me just touch on the ACP part real quick, right? So don't lose focus of this, guys. You know, we're in a new month, we're in April. You guys need to be driving this at your doors. You should be running at least 3 ACP applications daily. And I'm setting the bar at the minimum, right? A minimum 1 ACP sale per day and a minimum 3 applications. If you want to be aggressive, double this goal, make it 6. Triple this goal, make it 9. but there's no reason why your store shouldn't run at least 3 ACP applications a day. If you're pitching this to every customer, this is a no-brainer. And what's the thing about sales, right? It's all a numbers game. The more customers that you pitch it to, the more sales you're going to get. It's easy, guys. It's easy, but you got to pitch it. And what I saw, in the last couple of weeks when we were out there really helping Smile and Dial for doors and really helping push the SDDN, I saw a lot of opportunities missed for ACP. Vice versa, I had some doors that would not miss it. Customer came in, they did their SIM card swap, and they were pitched ACP. Oh, yes, I do have that. And whether they got another line of service, whether they got a tablet, they were walking out 2 sales instead of 1 because those reps were pitching it to everybody no matter what. It's an easy recipe to master. You guys just have to make sure you're doing it and have all your reps accountable for pitching with every customers and run at least 3 ACP applications per day with at least 1 ACP sale per day. Think about 1 ACP sale per day. If you hit that, whatever your activations are for your store, add an extra 30 to that. Where does that put you? Where does that put your profitability of your store? Where does that put you in your rankings amongst your other dealers if you have multiple locations? I mean, this is a very realistic goal. So I want to talk about the ACP RAD-ID annual agreement. There's going to be a focus coming up next week from the 11th of April until the 25th of April. The enrollment representatives are going to have to complete the annual agreement. It's a once-a-year thing. So just as you, I'm kind of just putting this on your radar now for the near future. There is a link which is in this deck. If you need a copy of this deck, just reach out to your DCI account manager. I'll share with this deck with them as well. And you can submit your email address that was used for your RAD-ID registration. Click on submit and get yourself re-registered. So let's not fall behind on this project. If you're on the call now, congratulations to you. You have a little bit of a heads up on your competition where you can knock this out. All right, now let's move off of ACP and let's move on to the big upgrade event. So we saw a lot of action last week, right? Up until, I think our DCI doors alone, up until April 1st, we saw about 20,000 customers migrating in that last week of the month. So fantastic job. Kudos to you guys in the field. Thank you for your hard work. That's fantastic. Now, there's still a lot of customers that are still out there, and thankfully they extended these promotions. So you may have had customers coming in on the 1st or 2nd, and they still had service. Well, as Boost announced that we are going to extend all the promotions on your phone until April 7th. And that April 7th date is really to create that sense of urgency. Is this going to be extended out again? Officially from Boost, it's through the 7th. You guys can kind of read between the lines there and think if it's going to be extended out again as well. But the thing is, that sense of urgency is important. As we told customers it was going to be up on the 1st, we saw huge push that last week of your customers who were waiting to that last minute to come in there and get things taken care of. You saw them flock into stores. So by giving that date of you can still get your free upgrade as long as you come in before the 7th when you're making your Smile Dial calls this week, that again creates that sense of urgency. Is that going to be extended again? I think yes. Okay, I think yes. I'll just tell you how I feel. But it's not official, right? It's not official until we have it in writing. But right now it's through the 7th. So we need to have that sense of urgency for our customers that if you want that free phone, you have to come in before the 7th. So if you're making a Smile Dial call and they say, oh, okay, we're going to come in, pin them down. Give them 2 options. Okay, are you going to come in today or tomorrow? Does the morning or afternoon work? Set that appointment. Smile Dial has the ability to set an appointment. So let's say, I can't come in today. I'll be in tomorrow. Okay, morning or afternoon better? Afternoon is probably better. Okay, would you like around 1 o'clock or around 4 o'clock? 4 o'clock. All right, then you set that appointment. And this is another kind of subconscious thing in sales. If you give a customer options, they're going to pick one, right? So as I said, today or tomorrow. Not when are you going to come in. If you say when are you going to come in, that customer is like, I don't know when I have time. If you pinpoint it down to 2 choices, they're going to pick it. And same for the time. So if you say morning or afternoon, they're going to tell you morning or afternoon. They'll give you an answer, and then you can pinpoint the time. Okay, 1 or 4 o'clock work better for you. And then you can set that appointment. Perfect. Your appointment set up for 4 o'clock tomorrow on April 5th. Can't wait to see you in our store, right? So set that expectation to your customers that they have to come in before the 7th, educate them to our promos. And if you have customers that have some service interruptions, which I have heard, even though we're hearing this isn't officially getting shut down, there are customers in some areas, all of a sudden they are getting interruptions in their CDMA network. Dealer Care is not going to troubleshoot those customers because they obviously have to upgrade to the 4G, 5G network on the orange SIM card. So 3 major focuses for you guys as we're thinking about this big upgrade event being extended out, right? Number 1, smile and dial all day, every day. The goal is 20 per day. Again, how busy are your stores? If you're super busy and you can only get 20 in, hit your 20. If you have the time to make more than 20 smile and dial calls, hit 40, hit 60. Again, this is low-hanging fruit. This is easy money for you guys to get these customers in your door. You want to make as many calls as you possibly can. This should not be a time where you have any reps on Facebook or any reps on YouTube or any reps who have a significant other just hanging out in their store, not buying a product, just hanging out to talk, which I saw last week. I'm like, hey, can I help you? No, I'm good. Okay. Do you qualify for SNAP Medicaid? No, I'm just hanging out. Well, what do you hear? I know her or him, or I know it doesn't matter. Burger, like I know them, and so I'm just hanging out in their store. I'm like, okay, well, okay. So, then that's the conversation they have to follow up with the manager is, man, if your reps are sitting there talking to a significant other or a friend, you're not making small and dial calls, and you guys aren't paying people to hang out in your stores, right? We're here to make money. This is a job. So those smile and dial goals should be crushed. If your goal is 20, let's up it. Let's take it to 30. If your goal is 30, up it. Take it to 40, right? We got to get these low-hanging fruit taken care of. And how do you get these customers taken care of? Either you get to the 3rd call, did not reach 3rd attempt. You get to offer accepted, you get to offer denied, or you set an appointment, right? But if you did not reach first time, they're still in your lead list. Did not reach second time, still in your lead list. So until your reps have those buckets totally cleared out, pedal to the metal, you guys should be driving this like crazy, doubling your efforts to capture all of these customers before they leave and go to a competitor. Now, if a customer comes in your door and they want to make a payment and they're on a yellow SIM card, you should not even take that payment. You should not take that payment until you complete that CDMA migration, right? So kind of same tactics we had last month, but we're in crunch time, guys, and I really need you to drive this. Now, what's great is that all those promotions we had last month were extended until April 7th. So the SIM swap for $75 on the family plans or $30 for single line plans, still here. Your $29.99 iPhone 6s promotion, still here, which is huge. They can get them on a $50 plan or whatever they're on. Like that's a big promotion. Normally, that for a new customer, that has to be a port in on a 60. So that's huge. You can upgrade and get it for that price. And the mobile broadband Alcatel Link Zone 2 for $4.99 is there as well. So your customers are going to continue to get emails and SMS messages targeted to them about that SIM swap before that 3G network shuts down. There's the $75 credit for your customers will be applied to the primary line and the family plan. So if you have a family plan customer that comes and switches over, they will get that $75 credit before their second bill. They just need to swap at least 2 lines over if they are eligible. If it's a single line customer, they will get a $30 credit within, again, the first 2 billing cycles, provided they sign up before April 7th, I'm sorry. Now, this is important that you guys are talking to your customer about this when you're making your smile and dial calls, because I think this is missed a lot. So not only can you come in and get a new SIM card or a new phone, but you're also going to get a $30 credit on your bill within the first 60 days. So fantastic deal for your customers. It's an in-store only deal. You get 1 credit per account, either the $50 or $75 rather family plan account or the $30 individual line. And there's nothing needed on your guys' end as a dealer. So it makes it very simple, very easy for you guys to execute on. Again, the family plans don't have to do them all on the same day. They just have to be done before April 7th. And reminder, these are combinable, as I mentioned just a second ago, with our free offers, like the free Moto G stylus, the free Galaxy A13, Moto G Pure, all those will qualify. Same goes for that iPhone SE 64 gigs for $29.99. That's extended till the 7th as well. So those customers want that iPhone SE for $29.99 if they had a 6, a 6 Plus, or a 6S in the past. They will get messages that will continue. If they come in before April 7th, they still get that $29.99 price point on that iPhone SE 64 gigs. This is awesome. They can also get the $30 credit for single lines or the $75 credit for family plan. So you think about a single line, right? They're basically getting this phone for free. If they had a 6 or a 6S Plus and they come in and upgrade to the new network, they're going to get that SE for $29.99. And this is, again, a one-line deal. They're going to get a $30 credit within 60 days. They're essentially getting an iPhone SE for completely free. So if you're not hammering that Smile and Dial bucket and closing these leads out, please do that today. Easy, right? If an iPhone SE is not in stock, which I think we are still very healthy in inventory, use the Google Forms to make an appointment for your customer to return to your store when we get the inventory back in. Next, want to remind you guys, very important, you do not charge activation fees for CDMA migration offers. If you are, there will be possible chargebacks for your doors. Make sure you're not doing that. Now, one thing that's really nice is, a couple weeks ago when we talked about these, you had to have that manager override code you had to enter in for every sale to make sure that you weren't showing any upgrade fees. Well, the manager overrides for activation fees are no longer required for free device CDMA migrations. So this is very good. So any customer going to an AO2, an AO3, MotoGP, or TCI Flip, Cool Cut, Playa Balenza, whatever the case may be, they will be able to qualify. And don't charge them any setup fees. We need to take care of these customers. I've been in wireless for a long time. This is the first time that I've seen Boost give free phones to our customers. So let's show them some appreciation for being loyal with us for so long. I don't know what the oldest phone you guys have seen in your stores is, but man, I've seen some customers that are like 15 years plus still with Boost. So let's take care of them and give them that kind of red carpet treatment. The customers who are going to get the free Samsung Galaxy A13 5G, make sure you check the customer's ePay message so they have the most up-to-date offer. If you guys don't have a Samsung A13 5G in stock, you can substitute the Moto G Stylus 5G or the Moto G Pure. So if they're qualified for the A13 5G and you don't have one in stock, again, go Stylus 5G with Motorola or the Moto G Pure. And what's important about these Motorola phones? Why is that so good? Well, let's talk about that in just a second. But before I do, let's go over a couple best practices. So the best practices with this SDDN migrations is always assume the sell. When a customer walks into your store, you should assume that SIM swap or an upgrade. It's an automatic. Even if it's a bill payment customer, hey, with this bill payment, we're going to switch your SIM card out. You'll be able to make phone calls and surf the internet at the same time. This is awesome. It's a bill payment customer. Hey, we're going to pay your bill today, and we're going to give you a free phone as well. Here's your Moto G Pure. We'll get you all set up and switched over, right? It's the assumption close. You don't even need to ask them. You're just going to automatically do it. Oh, why are you giving me this today? Well, you've been such a loyal customer to us. The network your phone's on right now is the old Sprint network, and those Sprint towers are getting shut off. So we're going to put you on the T-Mobile network now, which you can make phone calls and surf the internet at the same time. It's awesome, and we're not going to charge you anything for it, right? So make sure you assume that sale for every customer that walks in your door. And again, don't forget ACP. Don't just stop with your SDN migration. Remember to ask them about ACP opportunities. Also, a major key, never assume a one-line sale. So even though you're doing this customer's phone, is there anyone else in your family who has Boost? Is there anyone else in your household who might need a device? Always push those add-lines, right? And then your Smile and Dial, make that commitment to Smile and Dial all day, every day. Set your goals where you want to set them for your store. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Different stores can do different levels. But if your store is slow, you should be smiling and dialing until those buckets are empty with a huge sense of urgency starting as soon as this call is done. All right, now I was talking about Motorola. Don't forget that Motorola madness. It is still going on. Actually, that goes till April 10th. So the Boost promotions that right now are listed till April 7th. Keep an eye on the sales portal to see if they're extended. But right now, those are till the April 7th. The Moto Madness does have an end date of April 10th. And this is where you earn a chance to spin a wheel by submitting 5, 10, and 20 IMEI activations to the Motorola Insiders. and the prizes keep getting better and better for every level you guys achieve. And with each entry you put in, you are entered into a raffle to win a Tesla Model 3. Yes, the car. We're not talking about like a tchotchke. You can win a Tesla Model 3 just for doing your job each and every day in your store. So guys, I really hope you're taking advantage of this. If not, if you've missed the boat, go back and enter your sales. You guys have the tools to go back and find those. I would enter every single sale I had in there because that is a sweet car. So the regional sales contest, and these are automatically tracked when you elevate your sales in ePay. There's the Motorola G Stylus 5G, which is 3 points, Moto G Power, and the Moto G Pure and Motorola Legacy devices. You get more points by selling Motorola devices in each price category. You also can get a branded retailer VIP experience where you can, one of the top doors nationally will win a Motorola VIP sport experience and accommodation. So that could be like tips to a Milwaukee Bucks game in the playoffs or something sweet like that, right? For 5 activations, you're in there for like an Amazon gift card, some earbuds, a sweet backpack. 10 activations, you could be getting a watch, a Nintendo Switch. 20 activations, you could be getting a Roomba, some really good headphones. I don't know the brand on those. I'll say Beats, but that's not officially Beats. I don't know what that is. But I mean, awesome, awesome prizes, you guys. So it's really easy. If you're not a part of Motorola Insiders, you can go to MotorolaInsiders.com to sign up. There is a promo code. It's Boost021422. Again, that promo code is Boost021422. Or if you have this slide, there is a QR code you can click on the slide. And there's also a QR code or for a step-by-step video on how to submit your activations on the slide as well. But again, while this is going on, I really hope you take advantage of it. I want all the dealers to win to be DCI doors. And I know you guys are crushing this contest and can't wait to see who gets that Tesla. The regional contests, there's contests for the PBR and the BR, which includes the PBR contest, not the PlayStation 5, but whatever the Xbox version of that is. I think it's Xbox. What an Xbox? I don't know the video game system there. Whatever the newest Xbox is on there. Computers, just some sweet prizes for your stores as well. And again, those deals could be like with the Bucks, the Pacers, the Blackhawks, the Bears, the Yankees, and depending where you're at in your area. But just some awesome contests. And those ones, the regional contests and the store contests, those are automatically tracked. You don't have to do anything for those. The ones you have to submit your sales individually, that's where you win your Tesla, right? You got to submit your individual activations. All right, so I think we already kind of covered that $30 and $75 credit. I don't need to go over that again. Device price and sort tool. So just a reminder on this. This changed back in February, but since we're talking about these SDDN opportunities still, just wanted to remind you, where can you make sure the prices that you're giving your customers are correct? It's where the BOGO sort tool used to be. It's no longer called the BOGO sort tool. It's a device pricing sort tool that has that clarification. So in ePay, just go to the Boost Mobile, product activations. Under there, you'll see device pricing tool. Just click on that, enter the ESN of the free phone. So not the customer's phone, the phone you're going to give them in your store. So whether it's a Moto G Pure, Stylus 5G, whatever the phone is that you're trying to give your customer, you put it in, select the customer's price plan, choose the correct radio buttons, which is the little tabs, the yes or no's, and then it'll tell you if that phone is free or not. But that's where you make sure the pricing that you're giving your customers is correct. Any questions on this section? Okay. Once you verify everything is correct, click complete transaction. You get the pricing breakdown and you will see that eligible price as 0. Once you see that, you process the upgrade as normal through the sales portal. So the pitch, keep in mind when you guys are talking about these phones, I kept mentioning never assume that one-line deal. We want to go for this add-a-line offer as well. So when your customers are coming in and say they're coming in for a SIM swap, there's a few pitches I can give you guys that you want to memorize, make them your own, and help make a one-line sale a two-line sale. And this is not even getting into the ACP. This is just talking about the add-a-line offers that we have for these customers. So the customer comes in, they just need a SIM swap, right? Hey, thanks for coming in to get your SIM swap today. Well, I'm taking care of this for you. What would you say if I told you I can give you this brand new Samsung Galaxy A03 for free if you add a line to your account? This is a $200 phone that you can take home for free because you've been such a loyal Boost customer, right? You give that high-end price of the phone, you don't say it's a free phone, you say $200 phone for free, because that sets a value in your customer's mind. If you just say, I can give you another phone for free, they think it's a cheap phone. If you say a $200 phone for free, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's awesome. You know, another way to phrase that, thanks for coming to get your free Motorola phone today, for those customers who may be getting a GP or something. Well, I take care of this for you. What if I told you I can also qualify for you to get you a Samsung Galaxy A03 for free? That's 2 free phones you can get today. You get another $200 phone for free. All you have to do is add a line to your account. Is there anyone in your family who might need a device? Right? So give these pitches for every customer coming in your door. If they're getting the text message where the customer say, hey, you got a text message telling you to come in to Boost Store to get a free Motorola phone, that is a great deal for sure. But what if I told you I have an even better deal for you? I can give you 2 free phones today. So that's a $400 value for free. All I have to do is add another line to your account, right? So just what I'm trying to drive home here is never assume that 1-line sale. Always go for 2 lines. And if we flush this out even more, I will then pivot into, do you get SNAP, Medicaid? Do you qualify for WIC by chance? Were you financially impacted by COVID last year? If so, there's a chance I can get you a phone with unlimited talk, text, data plus protection for as low as $27 per month, right? Which that's our $50 plan with insurance. Because remember now, on ACP, you can add insurance to all your sales. Always overcome objections. I mean, we're kind of past the objections in this slide right now. Like, I don't have time right now. You know, you have to do it now, basically. I don't have time right now. Well, we have to do it or else your phone's going to be without service. You don't lose your plan. I understand your plan can be a concern, but if we don't make this change, you're going to have no service on your phones. You'll be able to make and receive calls. So for those rare customers, and say they're coming over from even like a Virgin Mobile, they do have to be on an eligible rate plan. Customer who doesn't want a new phone, hey, I get switching phones can be difficult, but you're going to get a much better phone. This is so much newer because those customers have had that phone for years. We can help transfer all your information over. You know your Gmail password, right? If they can't get a family member to come in from work to do a family line deal, yeah, I know how busy life can be, but I don't want you to be without service. Can you bring their phone into us? We'll switch them both for everything transferred over. In other words, no customer walks. Your stores are specialty stores. When a customer comes to you, they're looking for Boost Mobile. You guys are not a big box store like a Best Buy, where you could be getting 1,000 different products in 1,000 different areas. If they come to you, they're looking for Boost. So you need to maximize every experience you guys have with every customer walking in your doors. So take advantage of those Smile and Dial updates. Get those buckets down to 0. Call the individual plans, the family plans, the customers with the free G Stylus, the customers with the free G Pure. Get those buckets to 0 by the end of this week. That should be the goal for you guys. All right. I'm not going to go through all the Smile and Dial tips. I know we did that a couple weeks ago as well. You guys should be on top of it. We've been harping on Smile and Dial like crazy for you guys, doing calls with you. The DCI team is all available for you. They will all make calls with you guys when they're in your stores. If there's any tips you can pick up and integrate into your presentation, we love Smiling and Dialing. We will definitely help you with this. I know the Boost reps are helping you with this, but let's get these boxes zeroed out by the end of this week. All right, guys, so I got it at 12:29, so got 1 minute to spare. We'll open it up. Are there any questions at this time? No questions? All right. Hey, thank you guys so much for everything you do. Keep working hard. Your hard work is paying off. We saw that huge lift last week. Let's see it again this week. Do not take your foot off the pedal. Keep going just as hard, if not harder, to get these remaining customers in, because these are the ones that kind of are really procrastinating. So everything you guys can do to get them back in is going to be very helpful. Thank you so much for all your efforts. We truly appreciate you. #DCI cares. Have a great day. Bye-bye.